Hello everyone, Akemi here, and welcome to a new series called Campus Notes Forget Me Not. This game is made by 4th Cluster and Dogenzaka Lab. I'm not sure if I said that right, but the people from Dogenzaka Lab approached me and asked me to play this game. So I will be honored to play this game for them. So without further ado, let us start, shall we? Which language? Well, I'm pretty sure I want to play as English mode, but let me just put the volume a little bit lower because it's basically blaring up right now. Yeah, text speed. There we go. Alright, let's start. Prologue. Alright, this is it, my goal. Welcome to the University of Tsukuba. Nice. And I really like the art style already. I don't know where this picture or whatever this background is from, but please let me know because it looks absolutely amazing. Alright. Starting with performance from orchestra, followed by the greetings from the president, then a speech. The ceremony then welcomed me, Yuta Kiriha, as a new student of the University of Tsukuba was progressing smoothly. Progressing, sorry. Okay. Whatever speech from the podium was converted to letters in Gothic font, whatever. I don't know. Sorry, I just woke up today, so I gotta, printed on a large screen above the stage. It was almost as if they were trying to prove how much preparation had been made by showing how many words filled up in a large space. I guess that's for the students that are deaf. Huh? You know, the screen. Fuma grinned at me as if to say you were looking at that too, weren't you? We were both looking at the same thing, but he had a different perspective. I had met him just minutes ago and found out he was majoring in information sciences like I was. Okay. We were both third year transfer students. I was looking for a seat when he waved me over to an empty seat next to him. If he hadn't done so, I wouldn't have never be able to push through the crowd and sit smack in the middle of the row. Oh, that person is a guy? For a moment I thought he was a girl or something. Looks can be deceiving. Alright. I sat down and we began to chat. It was rare that I felt comfortable enough to hold a conversation with a stranger, but I felt as if I had known him for a long time. It's pretty impressive. They don't change a college for disability sciences here for nothing. Fuma nodded to himself as he held his chin thoughtfully. I see. An effort is being made to make sure everybody felt equally welcome. I relaxed and found myself smiling. But when I glanced at Fuma, he was wearing a frown. If everything had gone as planned, the person smiling next to me now would have been a beautiful girl. Dude, didn't you invite me yourself? Oh, sorry. Were you supposed to meet up with someone here? Kind of, but not really. We were hoping to meet up, but looks like she couldn't find me. A sudden realization dawned on me. No wonder I felt so familiar with this stranger. It was the same situation as me. You know what? Me too. Huh? It's not like we made a promise to meet or anything, but I was hoping to meet a certain somebody here too. Oh, I see. You were searching for her when I saw you. Since you came over to sit with me, I assume you didn't find her. I shrugged in response. You think that coincidence like that could happen? Two similar people with similar objectives bumping into each other as if it were all planned. What a coincidence. Birds. Something bugged me in the back of my mind, but it was soon forgotten as the orchestra started to play. The students began to sing in chorus. Imagine the future. That's a pretty weird name for a school anthem. It's not a school anthem, it's a theme song. What's the difference? I don't know. Imagine the future, huh? The future. Hey Yuta, shouldn't you get going? Orientation is going to start soon. The crowd had left the auditorium and I could hear the Fuma typing on his laptop next to me. Even though the ceremony was over and everyone had left, for some reason I didn't feel like getting up. With the excited buzz of anticipation gone, the auditorium felt hollow. I stared at the slope of empty seats before me. Sorry. Okay. So Fuma, what are you typing anyway? I'm just updating my SNS about the entrance ceremony. Really? Thanks. What was that for? Because you're actually waiting for me, aren't you? He could post from his phone while he walked if he wanted to. You could say that, I guess. Thomas scratched his cheek awkwardly. Oh, or were you waiting for that girl you were talking about? Thomas stopped mid-sentence and froze. You're just basking the sentiment of this place, right, Yuta? A familiar voice said as she propped an elbow on my head and rested her cheek in her palm. Not exactly. Without turning back at the woman resting her weight on my head, I sighed. The truth is, I didn't get up because I didn't know where to go next. It wasn't as if I wasn't aware of the orientation schedule. I had decided to transfer to this university because of my admiration for my sister. So I studied hard and finally made it in, but what next? The blank notebooks in my bag felt heavy. This was my goal. While these thoughts ran across my mind, Fuma was opening and closing his mouth like a fish while pointed at the person standing behind me. Look. Who is that, Yuta? Who is the beautiful lady standing behind you? My goal? What? You didn't tell me she's who you are waiting for. No, not at all. Come on, introduce yourself. I urged the person behind me. What else there is to tell him? I am beautiful lady. Especially to you. Whoa. Especially to you? What's this? Don't tell me you two are an item. I don't know. Are we? No, that's not it. Can't you tell? She is my sister. Sister! Sister? You must be joking. Unfortunately, no, I'm not. What do you mean, unfortunately? Oh, sorry. Dot, 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 dot. Isn't God unfair? The mysteries of the genetics. Here it just, ugh. Okay. Fuma muttered as he compared me and my sister. Oh, shut up. The woman standing behind me is, with an invincible smile on her face, is Rina Kirja. Super smart, beautiful, athletic piece of art. That's probably what her fairy godmother chanted when she was born. She was my sister and everything I aspired to be. I envy you! I envy you, Yuta! To think you spent your childhood under one roof with someone like that. Yeah, I get it all the time. Under one roof with her. There's actually nothing much to envy about that. She might look like a perfect beauty when she's out and about, but when she's at home, she takes her clothes off and leaves them lying around. She barges into my room whenever she pleases, and when she's drunk... Yuta, seems like you want me and me to kill you. Sorry. Looks like I'd thrown myself into the sharks there. Well, duh. Why are you here anyway, Rina? What do you mean why am I here? I'm a student too. I have to attend my own opening ceremony, although I may have come a bit early. That's Berg. Oh, of course. My sister was formerly student of the University of Tsukuba, but she was entering graduate school this year. It was her first year too, just like us. You don't look too enthusiastic. You look as if you finished whatever you come here for. That's not good at all. Why do you say so? Why don't we take a walk together and talk? I've got some time to kill. You missed your chance to join in the orientation crowd, and don't know where to go anyway. I had nothing to say because she was right. Yay! Awesome music. We followed her lead toward the third cluster on campus, where the College of Information Sciences were, and where the orientation was being held. Getting back to our conversation, stopping in front of the fountain, Rina cut off Fuma's string of questions with one of her own. Why did you two enter this university? She put it directly at us and asked with a serious face. Well, you don't have to tell me the reason if it's too personal. I just need to know if you have a reason or not. You can probably say if you do, then it's all fine. If you can. So do you? She asked Fuma. Of course I do. Fuma replied loudly. Very good. So, my dear brother, how about you? This is my goal. That was the only answer I had. Silence? Well, I suppose that is an answer itself. Now you know that you're empty at least. You can be sure you're sure of nothing. Hold on. Now you know that you're empty at least. You can be sure that you're sure of nothing. Okay. What do you mean? Look, Yuta. This isn't the goal, the achievement. It's your start line. For that to be glory, the past holds nothing. Your possibilities are in the future. Remember that. I understand how lost you can feel to a complete objective that has determined your direction for so long. Exclamation marks! But still, you must move on. What awaits you is never in the past. It's always in the future, boys. Wow, you never failed to impress me how you perceive everything. Not everything. It's because about you, my brother. I, of course I'd understand. She gave me a mischievous wink. I see. Well, at least this game is not as, at least not having that brother-sister complex that Nekopara had. So, yeah. And the effect that was last on me got transferred directly to Fuma, who was standing right beside me. Ooh, Yuta? Fuma whispered in my ear. Can I marry your sister, please? No? I suggest otherwise. My sister had a slight frame, but hidden in her slender arms was a legendary punch so ferocious we had named it the Lightning Excalibur. Then it didn't even sound like a punch, more like a stab. Victims in the past claimed the distinctive noise was the product of fist that surpassed the speed of sound. Wow. It was my sister's last resort when men that wooed her wouldn't leave her alone after she had declined them politely. Trina declared that she wouldn't date anyone unless they were tough enough to withstand it. But in my opinion, that was pretty much impossible. I didn't think I wanted Fuma to face the same bloody fate as the others. But obviously, to my concern, Fuma looked determined to win her over. For starters, why didn't you decide on a club activity to join? Club activity? I imagine it will be hard for you to find a new objective immediately. Why not make enjoying your campus life the first step? You have a point. You don't have to feel like you don't have the privilege just because you're a transfer student. Just try your hand at everything and if you don't like it, stop. If you find something interesting, spend more time on it. That's a great life advice, by the way. If you simply sit there pondering, you'll never find anything. You need to do something. Trial and error is what God has made us to do. Your college life has just begun. Make as many mistakes as you can. And among that, grasp something that is irreplaceable. Yes, ma'am! Excellent response. I have no idea who you were looking for, but you found yourself a good company. He's a good friend. Well, we actually just met each other just now at the ceremony. You're right though, he is a good guy. Yeah, we're strangers. You seem a decent sort. Me and Fuma looked at each other and nodded. Rina looked at us thoughtfully. Since when? Huh? Since when did two strangers become friends? If you can't answer, I'll decide for you. Today, at this very moment, you've become friends. Now. I don't know if that works that way, you know? Strangers cannot be friends immediately unless they really have a thing or two that, sync between them. But normally friends don't work like that, or else in stranger way anyway. Okay. Nice to meet you, I guess. We shook each other's hands just because it seemed the right thing to do. You both seem awkward, but in time that will listen. Yuta, I have one last piece of advice for you. Know yourself. and accept yourself. It all begins from there. That's also a good life lesson. After Rina left, I kept reading her words to myself as we made our way to orientation. Since when does someone become a friend? I glanced at Fuma. I wish Rina-san was U-turn. Again, what's U-turn? Okay. He murmured as he stared at his phone. What? I suddenly remembered a dread that had bugged me during the opening ceremony. I quickly got my phone out to check my SNS timelines. Let's see, U-turn. At Fum. So, okay, U-turn at Fum. So you're entering the University of Tsukuba too? It would be nice if we could see each other there. Okay. Fum, U-turn. I'll save a seat for you. Last row in the middle. To my right. I recall the seats I was sitting just moments ago. The last row in the middle, right to the right of Fuma. Fuma, don't tell me your SNS username is Fum. Huh? How did you know? Why so serious? You've got a Wolver named U-turn, don't you? That's me. I couldn't tell him now that I thought he was a girl all this time. Whenever he posted something, my mind I had converted into the girly voice of an anime character he chose on his avatar. Oh man. That I had thought maybe he was a destined soulmate. The way we shared the same interest and chose same school. I couldn't tell him now. Heck no, I couldn't tell him. Life is so unfair. Why did he have to sound so cute on the web? Why couldn't he just talk like a boy if he posted stuff the way he did now? It would have prevented such misunderstanding. But as I looked through him again, his hand clutching his phone was trembling. Give me back my dreams! Give me back my hopes! He screeched painfully, mortified. His voice echoed across the vast campus. Nice to meet you. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna say it now, because I basically went past the prologue now. Yes, and next time on episode 2 we are going to title that as Door to the Future. Yeah. Yay! Alright. So anyways, that was episode 1 of Campus Notes, Forget Me Not. I hope that Dogenzaka Lab sees this, because they actually contacted me by email and said that I should play this game on my YouTube, and it's an honor that a indie game company like that recognizes me after playing, of course, this Tokyo School Life. And I remember that Tokyo School Life was really emotional roller coaster, but I really love that game as well. And who knows what this brings ahead. And this was the episode 1. So I'll see you on the next episode of Campus Notes, Forget Me Not. Until then, I'll see you later. Have a great one and bye bye!